Where's the concierge? Do you know where the concierge is?
The what?
The concierge.
I'm sorry, ma'am. We don't have one of those.
Do you even work here?
Yes, ma'am.
Then perhaps you can help me.
What seems to be the trouble?
Oh, this is the worst resort I've ever been to.
It is?
Yes, there's no pool, there's no spa, there's not even Wi-Fi.
No, ma'am, there's not.
There's no fluffy towels, there's no TV, there's not even, again, Wi-Fi.
Of course not. This is the woods, and when you come to the woods, you have to make some sacrifices.
Sacrifices? I didn't come here for sacrifices. I came here to relax and get away from everything.
And getting away from it all means giving up a few things like fluffy towels, coffee makers, and Wi-Fi.
And cable TV?
Yes, and cable TV.
This is insane. Why would anyone want to give up fluffy towels, Wi-Fi, and cable TV?
The answer to that begins when you look around.
What did you say?
Look, you heard me. Look around.
Fine. Oh my, are those real?
Those flowers? Yes, they are.
It's so beautiful. I never thought anything could be so colorful.
That's why they do. When you can have something that wonderful, it's not that big of a deal to give up a few things.
I guess you're right.
When you go out camping, you get to enjoy all of God's creation and nature the way He intended. But in order to do that, you're going to have to get rid of a couple things. You're going to have to make some sacrifices to really, truly enjoy what it is He has for you. Now, you can take some of this stuff with you, but the reality is you just don't need it. Let's go ahead and reach into the bag and find some of the stuff that you don't need in order to go camping. The first thing that I'm going to reach in here and grab, you don't need one of these. The reality is you're going to carry it around. It's heavy. And when you get there, you're not going to have the electricity or even the TV to get that job done. So go ahead and leave those video games at home. The next thing that you're going to do is you're going to want some nice convenient food like some McDonald's or something that you just have sitting around the house. But the reality is you're not going to have that microwave, right? So instead you're going to be eating food that your folks made up, or maybe you'll have a shore lunch as you go out fishing. So all these great convenient microwave dinners, don't even bother bringing them. The next thing that you're going to do is you're going to have your dinner and you're going to eat your stuff and stuff like that, and then you're going to want to clean up. But you're just going to use the regular scrub it down and rinse it off. You're not going to need your dishwasher or any of your dishwasher stuff. So go ahead and leave all that stuff at home as well. And you'll just enjoy time doing it the right way and enjoying your dishes and taking care of them proper. The other thing that you're going to want to leave at home, because it just ties up your time and it takes away from family and stuff like that, is your phone. The reality is, this is a really good tool to have. It's got a GPS, it'll play some music and stuff like that. But when the phone goes dead, when the battery's done, the phone's done too. Now, I personally like leaving that at home. The reality is, you get to give up all these conveniences to find what is God. Oh, bug went in my mouth. You get to find all these great conveniences are still waiting for you when you get home. You can enjoy them, but you can enjoy what God has for you when you get there. All right. Many people during Jesus' time wanted to be a follower of Jesus, but they found out they just couldn't hack it. They didn't have what it takes. So I'm going to read from you the verse, Matthew 8:18 through 22. And this is the cost of following Jesus. When Jesus saw the crowd around him, he gave orders to the cross, he gave orders to them to cross to the other side of the lake. When a teacher of the law came to him and said, "Teacher, I'll follow you wherever you go." Jesus replied, "Foxes have dens and birds have nests, but the Son of Man has no place to lay his head." Another disciple said to him, "Lord, first let me go and bury my father." But Jesus told him, "Follow me and let the dead bury their own." When he said let the dead bury their own, he was referring to the people who weren't believers. The people who aren't believing can have time to do that, but if you are a believer, you should be so consumed with Christ that that should be your mission. Doesn't mean that you shouldn't take care of your family. It just means that your mindset is on His will for you and what you should be doing. The main point is this. This is just one of the passages where Jesus asked people to give things that are important in order to follow Him. The first man he asks if he is willing to give up living in a home. To the second he says the man must forsake his family. it's not the only time in the gospel that Jesus tells someone they must give up their father, mother, or their family behind if they're going to be a follower of Christ. Many people don't like these scriptures. They think it's unfair Jesus is going to demand that we give up even our families to follow him. Who is this guy? What gives him the right to tell us that we should give up these kinds of things? He is Jesus. He's the Son of God. He gave up his throne in heaven to be born like an ordinary baby. He lived the life of a poor carpenter who had no home, and he died a cruel death so that he could give us eternal life. That's the man who says we must be willing to give up everything for his sake. When we realize all he did for us, how can we not be willing to sacrifice for him?
Thanks for watching.
We miss you guys. Hope to see you soon.
Stay healthy. God bless.